All right, guys, welcome back to another episode. While Ivy has gone on a wine run, me and Lauren have decided to do a short little episode about my New York trip because I said I was going to do some more telling y'all like what was going on. And just forgive me today. I clearly cannot get my words straight because nothing is going right today, as Lauren told me earlier.
It's okay. We all have those days.
So we're going to dive on into this and just chat about New York. Lauren, have you ever been to New York?
No. And I want to go, but I'm actually really scared to go.
Why? What's making you scared? Are you talking about the crime?
No, I think it's the amount of people.
Okay.
And it's definitely it's something that you when I went to DC for the first time and when you ride the subway, when you go up the escalators, there's a lot of you stay to your right because people need to get by to you on your left. And it's if you don't know those things, it's just, I don't know. I guess I just don't know enough about it.
I think I would have been more scared if I didn't go with my friend Mal because she navigated us. She was, have you ever heard, I'm sure you have, Dora the Explorer, the map. I kept singing that song because she was essentially the map the whole time because she's been multiple times and she loves doing navigation in a big city.
I could absolutely go with someone.
Yeah.
Who knew
100%. So
yes.
I was not we never got lost. She knew exactly where we were going. When she was Johnny, get off the subway, we got to get on another one. I was just sitting there on my phone because Matt would tell me when to get off the subway.
See, I am so directionally challenged.
Me too.
You put me in a car and I can drive. I'm fine. You let me out in a city and I have to know road names. I am fucked.
If you put me in a car, I can't drive with my GPS because I get confused because I think it's telling me to turn and it's telling me to turn on the next one.
I didn't say a GPS. I'm okay, you turn by the red barn with the old tree.
But I was getting better towards the middle of the trip because she was telling me how the streets go up and down 51st Street, 52nd Street, 53rd Street. So you knew you had to look on both sides of the street to see where you were and if you were going up or down.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's probably north or south, whatever, east or west. And then the other ones would go 6th Avenue, 7th Avenue, 8th Avenue. So you had to know where you were on the street to know whether you needed to go in what direction.
Okay.
And I was never, so one of my friends from back home asked me if I was ever scared about just being in the city because you hear about all the crime and people getting robbed and stuff. I never once was scared because there's so many people around that you just think that would kind of be hard to do. But we also didn't go, we didn't get to go to we did go to Brooklyn to get donuts for her sister, but we didn't actually go into Brooklyn and you hear about more crime in Brooklyn or New Jersey and things like that. But for the most part, we felt fine. Everything's well lit at night and there's so many people on the street.
Yeah. For me, it's never been a crime thing. There's going to be crime no matter where you go. Obviously, New York, there's a bunch of people, so there's going to be more, right? But yeah, it would definitely be more of a culture shock.
Yeah.
For growing up in the South, especially being from a smaller town, we're used to seeing cows and
yeah, there's cows in my backyard.
There are.
No, it was really cool. I actually liked it more than I thought I would because I'm not a city person because I tried to live in Nashville for a little while and it was just too many people.
Yeah.
But I liked the aspect of walking everywhere.
Loved it.
You can get anywhere walking. I mean, it might take you a while if you had to go a super far place, but my feet, I took 2 suitcases, one full of boots. Stupidest thing I could have ever done. Should have just taken 2 pairs of boots that I kept wearing because they were the more comfortable ones, and then just tennis shoes because the people who live in New York, they would dress super cute and have on tennis shoes.
That was the same thing in Paris. And you'd keep a pair of flats in your bag.
If you wanted to change them.
Right, but you wore tennis shoes everywhere. And I remember being that would have been helpful to know.
Yeah, I wish somebody would have been hey, we don't care. Your outfit can be fire, but just have on some tennis shoes.
Yeah, you want to be able to walk.
So that was a lot of fun. We walked, I think, 20,000 steps a day, which was insane. So I burned off everything I ate. I literally I know nobody cares about this, but I came back weighing 2 pounds less than when I went. And I ate like shit.
Yeah.
I ate bagels and pizza and definitely blew my gluten-free diet, but...
Yeah. So when Josh would go to Paris for work every month, he would come back and he would have lost weight because he walked
everywhere.
Yeah.
it's just insane because you don't think about just walking being exercise. I mean, obviously it is, but we don't think about it here because we drive everywhere. And I was like, oh, I got to go to the gym. Well, obviously we have to go to the gym because we're living these sedentary lifestyles where our job, we're sitting at a computer, we're not getting up and walking. So that aspect of it, loved it. But I don't think I could live somewhere where like everyone truly is living on top of each other. Like there was trash on the streets every single night.
Everywhere, yeah.
And I was like, they just let you put your trash on the streets? And Mal was like, well, yeah, if you think about it, like there's no dumpsters anywhere. There's no, so like, I guess people got trash picked up every night.
Yeah. It's one of those things that you don't see in the movies or anything like that. So then when you go, it's definitely, it is a shock because you're like, wait a second.
I was super shocked that we saw no rats.
Yeah.
Which what I thought we would. But we saw no rats, but it was really cool. So we definitely did like the touristy stuff, Statue of Liberty, Ellis Island. We walked by the Empire State Building. I didn't really care to spend $40 just to go up in an elevator. I know it's supposed to be like a really cool view, but I was like, $40. I was like, no, thank you.
Well, especially with everything that you're spending already.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we were shopping. We went down Fifth Avenue. We went shopping one day, which that's when we walked probably the most because we were going in every department store, which every freaking department store that you think of are like 5 stories high. Like the Nike outlet or the, not an outlet, but the store was 5 freaking stories. And I was like, how in the world? So then we went to Tiffany's because I just wanted to go into Tiffany's. Obviously, I know Tiffany's is expensive, but I didn't know how expensive.
Okay.
So my little country ass, I have some little diamond stud earrings that cost me like $150.
Yeah.
And I thought that was a pretty good deal for some diamonds. So I go in and I was like, I want something smaller. Like I wanted like a pinpoint diamond for my second earring hole. And I was like, went to the counter. I was like, yeah, I'm just looking for like a diamond little pinpoint stud. They're smallest diamonds and they let you try them on. So like I'm trying them on and she was like, that's $3,000. I was like, you can have it back now.
No.
I was like, you can have it back. I will not be purchasing 3,000 pinpoint diamond stud earrings.
No.
Yeah. So if you can only imagine what the engagement rings would be, they were like 15,000, I think was their cheapest engagement ring. I'm like, that's my car. You're wearing my car
on your hand.
I was like, what the fuck? But that was a good time. So Fifth Avenue was a good time. We went to some Broadway shows. We saw Hamilton, which was amazing. My friend Mal won the tickets.
The view that you posted of your seats looked amazing.
It was amazing. So we were second row center stage. And we thought, so she entered, apparently you can enter a Broadway lottery. So she downloaded this app where you can enter a lottery every day. And we didn't think, I'm sure she thought about it, but we didn't try to look for Hamilton tickets because they're typically expensive and they're always sold out because it's their newest, I think it's their newest show on Broadway. Could be wrong.
I'm asking the wrong person.
But so she entered this lottery and she won. So we were like, oh, they're going to be terrible seats. Like, whatever. So we get there. They start walking us down. And like,
you didn't know?
No. We had no idea where we were sitting. We thought they were going to be like all the way in the back because it was a lottery win ticket situation.
Yeah.
So we get there and they're like, oh, right. They kept going. Everyone kept going, congratulations, congratulations. Like, come this way. And so they keep walking us down, walking us closer. And I was like, Mal, oh my God. Oh my God. She was like, shut up. I was like, Mal, look. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's like
y'all had to be like shitting yourselves.
Yeah. So we were second row center stage.
That's insane.
Couldn't even see the people's shoes. We were so close. And I could see the spit flying out of their mouth because they were rapping the whole time. Also, didn't know it was a rap version. And I kept calling it Hamlet the whole time. She said, Jonna, we are not going to see Hamlet. We are not going to see Shakespeare. It is Hamilton.
That'd be a different one. That'd be a different show.
So, but I don't know why. Just Hamlet keeps. So I'd be like, I just love that show, Hamlet. Hamlet was so good. But when we first got there, we also went and saw Moulin Rouge, and we were in the orchestra seating as well, and that was amazing. So amazing. We saw Chicago. We got those on matinee and we got a good deal because apparently if you go to this ticket booth in Times Square, I think at 2 p.m. until the show start, you can see whatever, like if there's any tickets left over that no one bought, they put them on half price.
Okay.
So we got some Chicago tickets for really good price for orchestra seating. I think we paid $45 for our tickets. So...
Okay. Yeah. So what I'm hearing is we need to plan another trip.
Yes.
And I just need to go with y'all. That's what
I still can't navigate. I will not go back without Mal because she literally was the map the whole time.
Okay.
Like she knew what subway to get on, which way to walk, and I just followed her.
Okay, Mal, if you're listening, we're going to start planning a trip, even though we've never met.
She wants to go. So apparently Sarah Jessica Parker and this other guy, I don't know, she'll kill me for not knowing, is going to be, I think it's called the Plaza Suite. It's going to be a play on Broadway. She's actually going to be in it. And Mal is obsessed with Sarah Jessica Parker. Yeah. So it starts in February of 2022. So Mal's birthday is in January. And my other friend Megan's birthday is in February. So I was going to surprise her with tickets. But then I was like, it's really kind of hard to surprise someone with tickets to another city when you're trying to plan a trip. Because maybe they can't ask off work. I was like, maybe I shouldn't do that.
Yeah. It's a little tricky.
She definitely wants to do that. So we may go back next year to see that.
Yeah.
And my other good friend just bought a condo, so maybe we can stay there.
Oh.
But yeah, it was a really good time. A lot of shopping, a lot of good drinks, a lot of good food.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you, do you know what high-low Buffalo is?
No.
Okay, you tell me your high, you tell me your low, and Buffalo is random.
My high was definitely the Broadway shows because I don't even go here to the off-Broadway shows in Huntsville. Well, I saw one with Mal because she loves musicals and Broadway, but I just have never done that. So that was probably my high. Like I was like blown away with how good it was.
How much goes into it.
Yeah, I was expecting it to be good, but not like, wow, good. And then my low, I don't know if I had a low there on the way back. It was just a long time getting back home.
Yeah.
So
it was the $3,000 pinpoint.
I spent a little bit too much money. So that might have been the low, but no, it was worth every penny I spent. So not really a low. So we went for my birthday and we traveled back on my birthday, and I probably wouldn't have done that because it didn't feel like my birthday.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because we didn't get back home till 5 in the afternoon, so it didn't really feel like I had a birthday. Not like I did. No,
I totally get it. You get one day, and even when it's not your birthday, if you're doing something for your birthday, it never truly feels like, you know.
So, and I don't mean that because we had a great time. Mal took me to a wonderful jazz restaurant for my birthday dinner, like the night before we left, which was so cool. This guy, the drummer, looked like Garth off of Wayne's World.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely have to post that picture. But it was such a good time. I didn't expect to have so much fun. Like, I thought it was going to be like, oh, this is cool, new city. But it was a lot of fun.
Good.
And just really enjoyed it. And I would definitely love to go back. Like, it's definitely, I understand why everyone's like, I love New York. I would love to go back. There's so much still that we didn't see. Like, because we went last week at the beginning of November. And like the Rockettes, the Rockefeller, is it the Rockefeller tree? They hadn't put that up yet. They hadn't even started assembling it. The Macy's Day Christmas Parade. We went into Macy's on one day, speaking of, and it's like super Christmas decorated when you walk in. They have restaurants in Macy's. I was like, so we went and drank at Macy's. I was like, I'm drinking at Macy's.
Yeah.
This is just weird.
Yeah.
But like it was super cool.
It gives you a glimpse into like other people's like reality.
Yeah,
like,
because
that's not a reality for us down here.
No, because if we did have a Macy's here, it would be one story, and it would have like different kind of like a JCPenney or something.
Yeah, it's like they have so many things to do. That's what one of the things when people come to Huntsville or like my sister, and it's like, okay, what's there to do? And I'm like, we have the Rocket.
Which, speaking of, I've never been to the Rocket.
I've been since like when I was a kid, but I haven't been since. I need to take my kids. But at least, I mean, we have Trash Pandas now. Like
there's more
like,
coming.
And just
way more restaurants.
And you've got like what are they called? You've got Stove House. You've got what's the other one with the breweries?
801
Campus
or something like that.
Yep, Campus 801.
But you just can't walk to everything.
No. Well, that's the thing. Like here, you drive everywhere. But yeah.
So definitely would love to go back. Need to save some money. So are you saying? So you kind of compare New York to Paris? Mm-hmm. Are they similar? Would you say?
I don't know. Like I haven't been there.
But like, is Paris like a really big city? Yes. I know that sounds stupid when I ask that, but like I just think Eiffel Tower. But like, is everything kind of close together?
So where New York is like the buildings are very tall, Paris is not. But Paris is a large city.
Okay.
And there's a lot of people. There's like when you talk about the trash, like yes, there's trash. So there's a lot of trash, like what you were talking about. You wake up in the morning, everyone's trash is out, like on the sidewalks, and you have to walk around it. There's also a lot of homelessness. Like it's like everything like gets peeled back. It's not as romantic. It's not as
is what they make it seem.
Exactly.
So I didn't talk about that. There was a lot of homeless people in New York, and there was only one time where this guy came on the subway and was like apologizing for asking for money, but then when no one said anything, he went like to the next car. But there was also like a lot of street dancers, and there was this one that was painted gold, and I posted it on my reel yesterday yesterday I think on my Instagram, and this guy, like, Mal was like, he is not moving, Jonna. What are you talking about? Because he was moving when she would turn away. And I was like, he is moving. And she was like, no, he's not. So I said, I videoed it. And like, he blew me a kiss and everything. And I had to show her the video. I was like, he's fucking moving. I was like, I'm not making this up.
It sounds like my kids.
But it was so funny. But yeah, the homelessness and the poverty was definitely, that was like, they would just be sleeping on the streets. And I was shocked about it, because you would think that someone would tell them to move, which, I mean, they have nowhere to go.
Yeah.
So that was really different than somewhere here. Like, we have a lot of homeless people like standing at like underpasses, I guess it would be. But yeah, it was a good time. I would definitely love to go back. But, I forgot to mention the hotel. We stayed down in Midtown at the Hilton, which was a great hotel and huge hotel. And apparently there was a lot of people there. So it was the New York Marathon while we were there.
Yeah.
We had no idea. We got to see a little bit of it. And then, sorry, my dog is playing with a toy underneath my feet. So if y'all can hear that, I do apologize. But so the New York Marathon was there, and there was a UFC fight as well. So we were getting on the elevator to go up to our room one night, and this short little guy, like 5'2", maybe, in purple glitter glasses and this glitter jacket with like this entourage with him, and I was a little drunk. And I was like getting on the elevator, and I tried to hold it in, and like the elevator closed, and I'm just busting out laughing. And I was like, was that the UFC fighter? And there was a couple on there, and I just cannot stop. You know, when you're laughing so hard, like you just cannot stop. Could not stop. So Mal was laughing, I was laughing, and Mal was apologizing to this couple for me. She was like, I'm so sorry. And I just couldn't stop laughing. And we got to the room, and she was like, Jonna! And well, just surprised me. They came off the fucking elevator in this glittery ass outfit, 5'2", with the entourage.
What do you expect the reaction to be?
Yeah, I was like, I mean, that cannot be the UFC fighter, right? But yeah, there was a lot of stuff going on while we were there as well, but definitely loved it. Recommend it. It's a trip of a lifetime. So if you haven't been, definitely recommend it. But thank you for listening to my trip experience. You may not care, but we shared it anyways. Until next time, guys, thanks for listening. Bye.
Bye.